Okay. Thank you. Troed.
Hello everyone, I'm Troed Sångberg. I work at Sony Ericsson Research Center and based in Lund. At the Research Center, one of our key points is to look ahead to where the future is going, and to look at the sides where nothing is decided yet, so the disruptive changes. And I think some of those changes are the reason why we're here today, that things have happened in the world. Of course, we love these disruptive changes. And to embrace change, to work in an industry that's constantly reinventing itself, is very fulfilling. We love openness. If you look at our mobiles, you'll find tools for the end consumer to do video mix-up, music mix-up, the DJ tools. And we also love the openness with the developers. We for a long time concentrated on third-party developers with our tool suite and our developer site. We try to do innovative technologies that will make it easier. One of the key issues here, how to make it really easy to create on a mobile. That's not just about new open platforms. That is also about how you can enable people that do not think of themselves as developers to be creators and to express that on the mobile. Now, as a company, a few of the things we've done recently that are very much in line with what we can talk about here is that we've gone in and made Symbian into Symbian Foundation. So taking one of the largest mobile operating systems and making that open source, making it possible for everyone to work on and contribute to. And on that same point, we also joined the Open Asset Alliance. We hear a lot about Android here. So we went into that, a new open operating system for mobile, to make it easier for everyone to create. Now on the topic of this panel, Mobile Glasnost. We all know what Glasnost means. But I just want to remind everyone that Glasnost caused the demise of the Soviet Union. So the incumbent just totally crashed, and the challengers went in and took over politically and economically. So that's a bit dangerous. And on that note,
thank you. Well, I'm Martin Vendel. I'm here representing a small startup called Squace. I'm kind of an ugly duckling in compared to the giants here, and I have a lot to prove. Squace is a small company founded in 2006. It's about 10 employees. And the mission of Squace is, you could phrase as, we would like to make all content available to all people through mobile phones. And that's then what's relevant to the individual user, because what's relevant to me is not the same as what's relevant to the other guys here. And I think that's also what made the PC and the internet over the PC successful ones. That you could really get the content you were interested in, the services you were interested in. And that will be the same again for the mobile internet. Myself, I worked quite a long time in this, and I've been also responsible for what's now the largest mobile portal in the northern part of Europe, and so on. So I've been trying to sell these services to people over and over again, and with limited success. So why limited success before? Well, many reasons, but I think we over and over again tend to focus on the technology, and to be honest, the end user, they couldn't care less. They are interested in some service relevant, valuable to them. So if that can be achieved, then things will happen. What we have shown so far in the industry has not been interesting enough. It hasn't been valuable enough to the end user, and therefore it doesn't fly. I think it's that easy. And to really give all what they want, it's really long-tail content that's important. If we don't have that in place, if we just have a few services, and we could say now with the app stores, yeah, there are many services, but it's actually far too little. It's what's needed is more like everything. If we get that into the mobile, then things will happen. But also the end users, they don't want to be hooked up with, as we heard before, with one mobile device manufacturer or with one operator. They would like to be able to buy the potato in one place and cook them somewhere else. And that is what we in Squace try to do. So, and the area where we try to be active in, that's called the Universal Mobile Interface. That's the same is available independently of device and independently of operator. Coming back to the Mobile Glasnost, yes, I believe that it's a kind of Russian theme today. We started off with the revolution some time ago, and then we have the Glasnost, and then we have Putin sitting over there, taking over after us. And I agree that it wasn't really successful in all terms, the Glasnost. And so we have a lot in front of us that we need to fix. And just looking at the iPhone, well, there's a lot of talk about the iPhone. It represents today less than 1% of the mobile phones out there. And it is a kind of walled garden approach. You're kind of stuck to the Apple. Compared to the PCs, it's like you could only buy one type of software to the PC brand you had. And just imagine what the PC world would look like today if we had a similar situation that we have in the mobile. And now it will actually not work. So, Glasnost, yes, I think that it's a good step, but we have a lot ahead of us. And but we have to think about this a lot from the end user perspective. I believe that the end user would like to show freely what's valuable to them. I think they would like to be independent of the device. I think they would like to be independent of the operator. And if we can achieve that, I think we have achieved a lot. But is that really what we see happening now? I'm not so sure.
Thank you.
I repeat that.
Oh, I want to control you here. Unruly panelists. I want to start off. We've heard a little bit what you think now, and we've heard your fear about the coming, not ice-breaking, but meltdown. We're also in the middle of a worldwide recession that just came very suddenly. Do you think that if we look in 5 years, we will have one operating system for all phones? Or will we, like Martin say, have 100 that are all open but don't cooperate? Or will we be in some other situation? And will we actually be anywhere ahead of where we are now? Will Apple have their share and Nokia have their share? Or what will have happened? You can start, Mark.
Thank you. I believe that it will take a long time before we have one operating system. But I believe that the trend will go there in one way or the other. But if we compare to the PC, there's so much to gain for the different players today not to be so open as they say, as they love to be. Because they're all defensive. So I think that it will take a lot of time. It may be that we don't have one operating system, that we have software on top of that, and that's actually what Squace tries to do.
By sheer coincidence.
Sorry?
By sheer coincidence?
By sheer coincidence, yes. Thank you. No, I don't think the incentives for the industry to move there fast is not there, unfortunately. And that will be bad for the end user, but that's the case.
Okay, other comments? Troed?
There was a point in time in the when the mobile manufacturer said that a mobile like the iPhone would not sell. It's too big. Disruptive change in an industry are hard to predict. I agree with Martin that things take time. But when the consumers stand up and vote with their wallet, things can happen really, really quickly. We're seeing a new kind of mobile whose primary purpose might not even be to do voice calls. And that changes the game plan a lot. Because if we are looking at that device, as we are looking at computers today, as others have mentioned, would we even accept these walled gardens or tightly knit verticals? So everyone here who buys mobiles are actually voting on what will happen and how quickly that will happen. In my view, I think that consumers will be drawn to where the best content is available. When you tell me that you have seen the best looking application ever on a mobile, I will want to have that in an instant. I'm not interested in seeing if it's available for my type of mobile, or whether it will be, or if I can run it, but with a horrible user experience. I want to have exactly that. And I think we're going to see the mobile industry move in that direction quite quickly. Because as a handset manufacturer, we are not really that interested in telling you, no, sorry, you can't, but come and look at our offering. We want to enable everyone to do everything that they can do.